SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, please, and thank you. Cynthia G's channel has apparently gotten demonetized. Her channel has gotten demonetized. Um, the brethren, the brethren here on YouTube, the Black Manosphere here on YouTube, got Cynthia G's. I guess they kept striking her channel and got her channel demonetized. Um, I believe it's the. I was just watching the Peso Man's channel. I just found his new channel, and he was saying that it was her viewers, the manosphere, the red pill community is the ones that got her demonetized. Come on, let's call a thing a thing. As Ayanna say, let's call a thing a thing. It was the red pill black manosphere that got her demonetized. Now, I didn't agree with everything that Cynthia G said. I don't condone bashing with black women bashing black men or black men bashing black women. I don't condone black people bashing, and I've spoken out against it many times on this channel, and I've gone on record of saying that black people need to stop bashing each other. But however, Cynthia G did speak a lot of truth about what's going on in the black community as far as black men is concerned. I think that she should have balanced her content out. I think that she should have. See, on YouTube, you have to be very. I'm really realizing myself as a content creator. We have to be very strategic, particularly as black content creators. As black content creators, we have to be very strategic here on YouTube because I do believe that YouTube discriminates against black content creators on here. I do. I do. And other black content creators have said that as well. YouTube discriminates against uh black content creators. Um and you have to, as a black content creator, you have to be very strategic on here. And I think that what she should have done is she should have balanced her content out a little bit more. And she could have talked about some issues as far as black men, but she should have also thrown some other content in there as well. Maybe talk about some black femicide cases, other issues in the black community, then circle back around to issues with the black man. She should have balanced her content out and talked about some other things other than just consistently coming on here talking about black men day in and day out. And that's what she did. And because she did that, she spoke a lot of truths about black men, and a lot of times she came with the receipts. Now, there are some things that I didn't agree with what she said. I think a major problem with black men had with her was she kept saying that uh, telling black women that they needed to stop birthing black males and suggesting that women unalive black males in the womb. And she consistently said this on a regular basis. And this is what the black manosphere red pill community had a problem with. I did not get on. I was not on board with that either. I didn't agree with that either because I don't believe in unaliving. I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe in unaliving babies. Period. So I couldn't get on board with that, and I go on record in my other videos stating that. I made that very clear in some of my other videos that I did not condone that. But she consistently promoted this. She consistently promoted uh, black women not birthing black males, and she consistently said it all the time. And the Black Manosphere Red Pill community had a serious problem with that. And but however, there were other things that she was saying that concerning black men in our community, a certain segment of black men, not all black men, but a certain segment of black men in our black community, it was a lot of things that she said that was true. There were undeniable facts, and she came with the receipts, and they were undeniable facts. And because of that, her saying, black women should not birth black males, her delivery, calling black men dusty, and stuff like that. Terms like dusty and things, those terms like that. Um, Consistently saying stuff like that. That kind of stuff will get you targeted. And it came across as bashing, like she was bashing black men, because she got kind of heavy into the name calling. I'm not criticizing Cynthia G. This is more like constructive criticism. Um, it came across very strongly as bashing, as she was bashing black men. Because I posted a video not too long ago saying that a Pacific comic she made in one of her videos, telling black women that we needed, if we had black sons, we needed to hang our head in shame. And I talked about that, and I did have an issue with her making that statement. So I addressed that, and I addressed some other things that I had issues with her saying, as far as black women not birthing black males and those comments like that. Um, so it was those kind of comments, and her coming across the name calling and the bashing. When you do things like that, and she, like I said, she did speak a lot of truth. But when you throw in the name calling, when you telling black women they need to stop birthing black males and things like that, she became a target of the red pill community and the black manosphere. And they came on here and they had her shut down. They had her demonetized. Apparently, I will say allegedly, because I don't know this for sure, because I'm seeing some other YouTubers on here that are not getting shut down. Okay. And I don't know. I know that there's probably a lot of black men that were that the black manosphere was the one that shut her down. But what I don't understand is, why is Angry Man still on here? Why is Angry Man still on here? Why is he still on here bashing black women day in and day out? Why isn't the black why where is how come the black manosphere don't have the same energy for Angry Man? Why they don't have the same energy for Angry Man, and this man consistently comes on YouTube and bashes black women, amongst other black male. Um, According to the Peso Man, he says that allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, YouTube is going to shut down all the gender war channels. Allegedly, YouTube is about their paper. I don't know about that, because YouTube is about their paper. And if Angry Man or any other black man on here that's consistently coming on here bashing black women is bringing in YouTube a lot of dollars, they not finna shut them down. Okay, at the end of the day, YouTube is about their paper. And if a channel is bringing in a lot of revenue and YouTube is making a lot of money from it, they may not shut it down. But where's the same energy that the black men that shut down Cynthia G? Where's that same energy that they have for Crimson Cure? She consistently comes on here and bashes black women day in and day out. She's a red pill woman. I've talked about that in my other videos. Red pill. I call them red pill women. They're red pill women. I'm not going to say those other names because I don't condone name calling when it comes to our sisters. I will say she is a red pill woman because she takes on the same talking points as the red pill men on here, and she bashes black women. I'm sorry. If you think otherwise, oh well, that's my opinion. Where's that same energy? Why don't black men? Why these black men don't have the same energy for her channel? Where's that energy when it comes to her channel? You know why? Because she's constantly talking about black women. That's why. They don't have a problem with her because she's constantly talking about black women. They don't have a problem with Angry Man because he's consistently talking about black women. Okay? So they're not gonna have the same energy for him that they do for Cynthia G. Okay. See, they want to shut her down. Black men are always talking about accountability, but they only care about accountability when it pertains to black women. I did a video talking about that. If I find it, I'll link it up to this one. They only care about accountability when it pertains to black women. But what Cynthia G was doing at the end of the day, she was holding black men accountable. They ain't trying to hear that. I get when I do specific certain videos talking about the issues in our community concerning a segment of black men that's doing certain things. I get black men in my comment sections hating on me. I was called a Cynthia G wannabe. If I was a Cynthia G wannabe, the black men would be shutting me down too. I would have made a whole lot of money on here before I got shut down. Because every last one of my videos would be about black men. Okay? But if you look through my content, you're not seeing none of that. And I don't bash on my channel. I love black men. I love black women. I love my black people, period. I'm not going to come on here and bash. But at the same time, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm going to speak the truth about the issues that's going on in our community that's causing serious problems in our community concerning black men and concerning black women. I've talked about issues concerning black women, and then I've some of those videos. I've gotten um, comments from some black women that wasn't too crazy about that. But I get high view counts when I do videos addressing black women. I get very high view counts from black men. They love those videos. When I do videos addressing the black women, black men love those videos. And I get high view counts on those videos. But when I do videos addressing black men, they have a serious issue with them. I get these little funky comments in my comment section coming from black men because black men are only interested in accountability when it comes to black women. Okay? That's the only time they're interested in accountability. This is the reason why they won't have the same energy for Crimson Cure, Kendra Davis. This is the reason why they won't have the same energy for her because she holds black women accountable. Matter of fact, she blames black women for everything. And she never talks about what black men do. As far as she's concerned, everything is our fault. I see they don't have the same energy for her channel. They only care about accountability when it comes to black women. But when Cynthia G is holding black men accountable, they have a major problem with it. And they want to shut her down. But they would never have that same energy for Angry Man. What about Angry Man? What about Angry Man? That's because he's always talking about black women. They ain't got no problem with him. They don't have that same energy for him. And what about the other black women bashing channels on here? Or were they constantly, consistently talking about black women all the time? And it's nothing positive. What about those channels? See, YouTube got to keep that same energy, but I don't think. Let's just see. Like I said, I'll say allegedly because YouTube, at the end of the day, all they care about is their coins. That's all they care about. Okay, so we don't know if they're gonna be shutting down channels. They according to Peso Man that they're gonna shut down the gender war channels. Hmm. We'll see about that because at the end of the day, all YouTube care about is their paper. They consistently, Cynthia G had a very high subscriber count, and she was bringing in some money for YouTube, but she wasn't into the millions. And apparently, she must have gotten a lot of strikes. Black men must have really, really, really put up a heck of a fight. The Black Manosphere Red Pill community must have put up a heck of a fight for YouTube to shut her down. But where is that same energy for these black women bashing channels? They shut down Tommy Sotomayor, but yeah, but how many channels? How many times did he pull up channels here on YouTube before he finally got shut down? Before they finally nipped him in the bud? It took them years to finally nip Tommy Sotomayor in the bud. It took them a very long time to finally nip him in the bud. They let Tommy Sotomayor go on here for years and constantly, and some of the things that he was saying, he was 10 times worse than Cynthia G. He was coming on here talking about black women being unalived and everything. He was 10 times worse than Cynthia G. And it took YouTube years to finally shut him down for good. It took them years. Now all of a sudden, you want to shut Cynthia, they want to shut Cynthia G down. But where's that same energy for Angry Man that's consistently coming on here bashing black women? See, YouTube is one sided. And so you say they're going to shut down all the gender war channels. Well, we'll see about that. We shall see about that. Because like I said, YouTube is about their paper. They're about their paper at the end of the day. Cynthia G is back up and running with allegedly. Apparently, she's got another channel. It's called the. And this will really. I was watching something on Facebook here. Yeah. Let me. The Revolution something. Let me find it here. It's called the Revolution something. The Revolution will not be televised. That's the name of it. And unfortunately, they'll probably try to get that one shut down as well. They'll probably try to get that one shut down as well. Um, yeah, I think Cynthia G made a major mistake when she didn't balance her content out, when she didn't, as black YouTube, especially black content creators, we have to be very strategic in how we post our content here on YouTube. And she didn't balance her content out, and she came on here talking about black men day in and day out, and she came across as bashing, and she did bash. I'm going to be honest here, she did bash. And and that was where she messed up at. I've said that in other videos. She started out talking about white supremacy. But she had to turn. She turned the corner is because the white folks were going to shut her down. She was talking about white supremacy, and once again, when she was talking about white supremacy, that was all she talked about. When we're talking about, I talk about white supremacy, systematic racism, and things like that as well. But I am strategic in how I try to be very strategic in how I do it. You have to be very strategic in how you do it. You can't constantly come on. She did the same thing there. She constantly came on day in and day out. Was constantly talking about white supremacy day in and day out and day in and day out. And it was great information. It was great information. But the problem was the white people had a problem with it. Who runs YouTube? It's not black people. And they were going to shut her down because they're not going to put up with any black content creator consistently uh, bashing white people. You know that even if you speak in the facts and you come in with the receipts, and she did. YouTube is not going to put up with that. If you doing that on a consistent basis, they ain't going to put up with it. And they was going to shut her down, and that's how reason why she turned the corner and she flipped it and started talking about black men. Of course, she got away with that a lot longer than she did with the white supremacists. But the problem was once again she did not balance her content out, and she wasn't very strategic in how she did it. And she put herself in a position to be a target, and that was the issue. That was the issue. And so, unfortunately for Cynthia G, I hope that she has another source of income coming in other than YouTube, because the new channel, they're probably going to try to shut that down as well. But YouTube need to have the same energy for some of these other channels because that like to bash black women. So let's just see if they get rid of all the bashing channels. Let's see if they do it. I don't think they will, but we'll see. Because it seems to me that YouTube don't seem to have a problem with black men bashing black women. It took them years to finally shut Tommy Sotomayor down. It took them years. Because they would shut one channel down, then he popped up with another one. They shut that channel down. They popped up with another one. Because they told me that time they put a strike on my channel that time, and they shut me down for a week because I shared some stuff. I shared a TikTok from Umar Johnson, and he was talking about the snake oil. He said something about the snake oil, and I didn't realize it, and they shut me down for a week. And they said when they did that, if they shut my channel down, that I was not going to be able to start any other channels because they can track your IP address. So that's why I don't understand how Tommy Sotomayor was able to. I don't know how these people are able to come up with these different channels. They told me I wouldn't be able to start any more channels if my channel was to get shut down. Unless you get, I don't know. I guess you can get a different internet. You can change your internet service and then have a different IP address. I guess if you changed your internet service, you can have a different IP address at that point. I don't know. I don't want to find out. I honestly do not want to find out. I'll try to be very careful here. I honestly don't want to find out. But it took them years to shut him down. He kept popping up. They would shut one channel down. He'd come up with another one. It took them years till they finally nipped him in the bud. So let's just see. There's some of these channels these black men be bashing black women. There's some other ones on here too that consistently like to bash black women. I'd like to see them have that same energy for those channels. Because YouTube doesn't seem to have a problem with those channels. They don't seem to have a problem with black women being bashed on a consistent basis. Another one that I'm afraid they're going to go after is angry biracial. Yeah. But they don't seem to have that same energy for these people coming, these black men coming on here consistently bashing the black women. So we shall see. We shall see if they'll go after some of these other ones too, because that's what the peso man said. But I think the jury is still out on that. We shall see. We shall see. But hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. On Cynthia G's channel being demonetized. It didn't get taken down. It got demonetized. Her channel's still up. It just got demonetized. So because I was wondering what the heck happened to her, but she started another channel. So she's still the channel's still there, but it's not monetized. It's demonetized. So she's starting another channel, and they're probably going to try to target this one as well, unfortunately. So hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think that Cynthia G is being unfairly targeted? Do you think that YouTube needs to have that same energy for some of these other channels on here as well? That's bashing black women. And how do you feel about the Black Manosphere Red Pill community? Do you think that they're only interested in accountability when it comes to black women? Absolutely, they are. Absolutely. Yeah, that's the only time they care about accountability. But when it comes to black men, they ain't trying to hear it. It's such a double standard. So hit me up, let me know what your thoughts are. And until the next video, be blessed.